Is there a time where you are supposed to skip separation and just go straight to divorce? Because there are many times we get to encourage people to explore the option of separation first before deciding to divorce. So is there a time that you should no longer consider separation and go straight to divorce? This is a question I want to answer today. My name is Earl and I'm all right. Thank you so much for coming here. I want to believe that you have already subscribed and you have hit the notification bell so that you don't get to miss the amazing things that we share here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, right? So today's episode is targeted towards religious leaders and parents and those well-meaning friends who, when you are going through troubles, when you are going through issues in your marriage, will always recommend that you separate first, right? If you've been following us, you definitely know that we have spoken on if it is separation or desertion and how to lawfully and legally separate from your spouse, because separation is also a legal matter. Marriage is a legal matter. So it is a marriage under which it is the law under which you got married, under which you're married right now, that determines the type of separation that determines whether your separation is legal or not. That also determines if you are to do divorce, what kind of divorce you should do, right? If you've been going through so much stress in your marriage and you have been talking to people, you have been seeking counsel here and there, you have explored every other means, maybe at one time or the other, you were separated from your spouse, then reconciled and came back home and you guys became a couple together living in the same house. If you've done all of this and yet there are still major issues persisting in the relationship, persisting in the marriage, then at that time our counsel to you will be just keep separation and go to divorce. Yes, we ordinarily want people to explore separation and see how it benefits them before they finally decide to divorce. However, if you have already done everything you can, you have properly assessed the marriage, you have sought professional counseling on the matter, you have also reviewed it legally with your lawyer and the rest, there may be no need again to seek separation, especially if you have already concluded that you are done for and done with that particular marriage. Separation is just for you to consider whether you may still want to continue with this marriage or not. If you've already reached that decision, then there's no need separating again. The next thing to do is just to divorce. Is this legal advice? No, this is not legal advice. So I would always say that you consult your lawyer so that you get the best counsel regarding every legal issue. But then I'm giving you this counseling, this suggestion as a friend, right? So that you don't end up wasting legal fees or wasting so much time pursuing separation when the marriage in itself is already dead and you already know that there's no glimpse of light and there's no hope again. You have moved on in your mind from that marriage. Every marriage can heal if given the opportunity. Every marriage can heal if the two people who are in it decide to work on it, because it takes two to tango, not just one person to say, I want to work on it, but the two people must come together and say, hey, this is our marriage and we want to make it work. Do you understand it now? But if that is not happening, there's nothing we can do. We cannot do anything than to just suggest that you go straight for divorce, right? And that's after proper assessment and examination of what is happening in your marriage. This is the counsel that I have for you today. Remember to subscribe. If you have any questions, you could use the information showing on the screen. If you have comments, you could drop it. We'll respond to you. Remember to hit the notification bell after subscribing so you know when we post amazing videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. My name is Earl and I'm all right. You rock.